Hi guys, happy Monday to everybody. I hope that you all had a fantastic weekend. We had a great weekend. We were able to have breakfast with some friends that we haven't seen in a while, and it was just nice and laid back. Craig took Stella over to his brother's house for a few hours yesterday, and so I was able to get quite a bit of like spring cleaning stuff done. So that was fantastic. I'm proud of myself because I didn't use the time to go out and go shopping. However, this past Friday, Stella and I went to Meyer just to pick up some basics like milk and yogurt and all of that jazz. And I always walk by the cosmetics section at Meyer because Meyer here in the Northwest normally does a pretty good job of like putting displays out of like limited edition collections. And so I did see the new Wet n Wild spring 8-pan palettes, as well as some of the nail polishes. Now, a while ago, somewhere I had like obtained these $1 coupons for Wet n Wild products, and I can't remember what it was, but I think like I had bought some stuff. It was like last year, and I forgot to take the little coupons off and use them at the time, and so I still had them in my purse. So I was actually able to use them on both of these items, so they were a little bit less expensive than they normally were. So that's kind of the only reason that I grabbed them. But yeah, Meyer just does a really good job of getting in like a lot of like limited edition stuff. So I was excited to see these there. Now, you guys know that I am on a pretty strict beauty budget. I kind of had to laugh at some of my comments from, I think it was my Friday favorites video where I updated you guys on my budget. People thought that like my budget limit was like $350 a month. Nope, folks, that's for the whole year. So that's why it's a challenge. Because it really is, it's getting easier, but it is hard for me to resist impulse buys. This was a little bit of an impulse buy, but I was actually like, I had it in the back of my head that I was looking for these, and if I happened to see them, I would grab a couple of things, because I knew I had those coupons and that I could use them on anything. So, yeah, it's $350 a year. So this is coming out of that beauty budget. So I will link my Friday favorites video down below if you haven't watched it yet, where you can kind of hear me talk a little bit more about that. But anyway, so the one that I really wanted, the 8-pan palette that I really wanted, was the Walking the Red Carpet. And I had seen lots of people talk about this on YouTube. I've seen pictures on Instagram. I've seen swatches, all kinds of stuff, and I was actually really excited about this because I think that they may have gone back to like their old formula with these. The quality of this is much more of what I'm used to with Wet n Wild products. Those new 5-pan palettes that they had come out with, like the quality of those were just absolutely terrible. And then the spring edition limited edition palettes from last year, I had actually given to my nieces. I had both of them, and neither of them worked very well at all. Like they just weren't pigmented. They were really chalky, not smooth, not easy to work with, just not pigmented. Not at all what I was like, had come to like expect from Wet n Wild. Now, granted, this eyeshadow palette is $4.99. It's regularly $4.99 at my Meyer. It might be a little bit more depending on where you find yours. But, and obviously I had that $1 off coupon, so I paid $3.99 for this. For $3.99, this is an amazing deal. Now, really the only colors that I was like initially drawn to in this palette were the colors on this side, because they're great neutrals, as well as this copper color, and then like the definer color. So most of the colors over here, I'm probably not really going to like focus on much until the fall, because I think these two here are going to be gorgeous for the fall. They're more like orangey, like copper-based colors, but these over here, gorgeous. So I have used this palette a couple of times since I've picked it up, and I really gotta say, fabulous, fabulous pigmentation. So I'm gonna do swatches for you guys. I've washed my hands. You guys know that I normally don't like to do swatches because I don't like to put my fingers in my products, but since I remembered to actually wash my hands before recording this video, I can do that. So here are the swatches from the 4 colors on my right, probably your left side of the palette here. So the brow bone color is just a really pretty, like, really light baby pink. The second color down is the eyelid color, and I am actually wearing this on my lids today so that you can see what it looks like when you apply it with brushes and all of that jazz. It's just this really light taupey brown. It's kind of almost like a satin finish. It's definitely not like matte. The brow bone color is matte. The color below that is the crease color, and it is a like slightly purpley taupe. It's got a little bit of purple in it. And then below that is the definer color on my pinky here, and that is, that has a little bit of like, it looks like it has some sparkle in it. By the way, the crease color is kind of like a pearl finish, and then this one does have a little bit of sparkle in it. And it's a dark brown with a hint of purple in it. That's the way that I would describe it. So pigmentation on these is good. It's, you know, it's not the same pigmentation as you'll get on like a high-end like Urban Decay or Lorac or MAC eyeshadow. But for a, I paid $3.99 for this again, for a $3.99 palette, it's pretty darn good. So let me show you swatches of the other side. Let me just get these swatches off here. So brow bone, eyelid, crease, and then the definer color over here. Okay, so these on the left side here are not quite as smooth. There's a close-up of those. The brow bone color is a really nice pearl finish white, like a winter white. This eyelid color, I don't like this at all. It's very chunky. I don't know if you can tell, but like it's very chunky. It's like chunky glitter. I don't think that I would ever use this one. The crease color is a little bit chalky, but it's like a copper, like a true copper essentially. And then the definer color has sparkles in it, and it's kind of a reddish brown, I guess I would say. Yeah, definitely. It's got some, it's brown, but it's got some reddish undertones to it. So those are the swatches from the other side. I obviously prefer one side of the palette a little bit more, and then that like sparkly like gold, I would never actually wear that. If I could, I would probably even pry that out of there. I can see like the glitter chunks from it floating around right now. That is a terrible color. I really don't like that one at all. And you do get like a double-ended, this is just going into the garbage. Actually, I'll save this for Stella. She loves like all of my like random little sponges and brushes that I get with my palettes. But overall, do I think this is worth seeking out if you see it? I think so, especially if you can get it on sale like I did. These colors over here are very, very pretty, and for the price, I think that you can get a great drugstore look. So on my eyes today, I am wearing every single color from this side of the palette over here. So on my brow bone, I do have the slightly pinky color. It's not very concentrated. It was definitely, I applied it very lightly. On my eyelid, I do have this really pretty light taupe color. In my crease, I do have the like darker, more purpley taupe. And then I actually use this definer to cut my crease out a little bit, so I focused it like in my like actual crease. So hopefully you'll be able to kind of see what I did there. And they did blend very easily. They provided enough pigment to like actually like get a noticeable like kind of smoky eye, but they were easy to work with. So I do think that this is a great palette. I do think that this is approved upon from the last time that I purchased these 8-pan palettes, which, like I said, was last spring. I didn't care for those at all, which is why I ended up ultimately giving them away. Like I said, I probably won't use the ones from this side very much, especially right now, because I'm planning on using these colors here mostly in the fall. I think they'll be really pretty for some fall looks. I may use this brow bone color as like an inner corner highlight, but yeah, I think the reason that I picked this up was for these guys over here. Now, I wasn't drawn to like the purpley colors of the other palette that came out, so I didn't want that at all. Glad that I have this one, and I really do like the look that I was able to do with this. So definite thumbs up for this. I'm glad that they are moving back towards the old, more creamy, more pigmented formula of their shadows, so that is a good thing for me. Now, the one nail polish that I picked up, all of the colors were really very, very pretty in this nail polish collection, and I was definitely tempted to buy more than one, but I didn't because I just don't have the time to like paint my nails on a regular basis. And for not really liking nail polish that much, I have quite a few nail polishes already that I don't really use a whole lot. So the reason that I picked this one up is because it reminds me of a lighter, more springy version of Sally Hansen's Commander and Chic, which is my all-time favorite like nail polish, especially to wear in the fall. I get so many compliments every time I wear that. This, like I said, is like a lighter version of that, and it's like a purpley cement color. I do have it on my pointer finger. I put 2 coats of this on this past Friday when I picked these things up, and I didn't like do a very good job, and there's like, for some reason I got like a bubble and this little like hole popped up, but again, I didn't take my time doing this, but this is what it looks like after several days of wear on my nails. I am really impressed with how well these polishes wear. There's just a little bit of wear like on my tips of my nail here, you know, and then there's that little bubble that kind of popped, or maybe I don't remember what happened because it just kind of suddenly appeared. I think I may have like banged into something while it was still wet, but oh, I didn't even tell you like the color. So this is a Valet tag. It's a beautiful, beautiful color. Like I said, it is like a purpley cement. I do see shimmer in here, but it doesn't come across once your nails dry. It just looks very shiny. It looks like a cream finish with like a very like shiny finish to it. There's no top coat over this, and I didn't even put a base coat on. Like when I do my nails, I actually do put a base coat on. But yeah, this color is absolutely beautiful, and I already have a couple other of these Mega Last nail polishes. I don't know, I keep wanting to say eyeshadow. It's not eyeshadow, Melanie. I have a couple of these other nail polishes, and I do like this formula a lot. I like the brush. It's like a wider tipped. I'm sure most of you have seen these, but anyway. It's like a wider brush that makes it really easy to apply your nail polish in like 1 or 2 swipes across your nail. So I like this. It was opaque in 2 coats. It wasn't streaky. It seemed to dry decently fast. I was just really, really pleased with this color, and I'm glad that I grabbed it. I'm actually planning on, hopefully, like I said, painting my nails in the next day or 2. And I also want to use this on my toes. I think it would just be like a great kind of natural color. Not that I'm wearing flip-flops quite yet, but I haven't painted my toenails in so long, so it's about time that I do that. So yeah, I would say that both of these, if you have kind of been like thinking about picking a couple of things up, these are definitely 2 things that I'm glad that I grabbed from this collection. Now, it is limited edition, and you can't necessarily find it everywhere. I was not able to find this at my local Walgreens. Like I said, I found it at my friend Meyer. So if you're in the Pacific Northwest, they definitely have it there. It's on the end cap, and it's not with like the other Wet n Wild stuff. But I do think I believe I've heard people say they found this at CVS, at Walgreens. My Walmarts around me don't carry Wet n Wild, so I don't know if other parts of the country would have that, but and then I think maybe some grocery stores could possibly have this. So yeah, I think I like both of them. I'm glad that I have them, and yeah, I don't feel bad about the purchase at all. I'll definitely get some use out of this side here, you know, and then I'm excited to, again, like I said, play in the fall as well with the other side of the palette. So give you another look at the eyeshadow. I'll also take a picture and put it on Instagram for you if you'd like to see maybe like a little bit more of like an up close look at it. But yeah, I'm happy with it. It's fun. If you guys are curious what I'm wearing on my lips, I know that's a frequent question. It's the Essence lipstick in Creamy Nude. So it's just one of these Essence lipsticks. I think Creamy Nude might be discontinued, which would be a major bummer. I can't find it anymore. So I do have one backup of this, so I'm glad I have that. But this is a beautiful color. I love this. And then over top of that, I have Creme Brulee Butter Gloss from NYX. So great color combination. Very, very pretty. Goes great with kind of the nude eye look that I have going on. So I guess I'm back in my nude phase again. So if you guys have any questions about either of these two things, I blabbered on way too long about both of these, but I think they're both great products. So let me know if you do have questions down below, and let me know if you picked anything up from the collection and what you think about it. And yeah, I hope everybody's having a great Monday, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.